Hi guys, Casper MMA here, and today back with another UFC prediction video on the channel. Today giving my predictions for UFC 326 Holloway versus Oliveira 2. Now, last week's card was the Moreno Kavanagh card in Mexico. We were doing so well on picks, we clean sweep the card up until the last three fights where we got every pick wrong somehow. I mean, the Chito Oliveira pick was a long shot, he was an underdog, and yeah, he looked the same as always. Bad pick for me there, but somehow Zell Huber made Bobby Green look amazing. He looked like the best fight in the world. And then we got the upset in the main event with Kavanagh absolutely schooling Moreno. So overall, it was a decent card. But we're back again with UFC 326 this weekend. It looks a good card, so I'm looking forward to giving my predictions for it. But before I do give them, make sure you guys are around here and you're enjoying this content, you go down below and hit that subscribe button. It's free and it's much appreciated. And we have a total of 13 fights on this week's card, and we kick things off with the first prelim of Luke Fernandez versus Rodolfo Bellato. Now, Luke Fernandez is an undefeated 6-0 American man, 30 years of age. Coming off a Contender Series win. I think quite a few people on this card are coming off Contender Series wins. Before that, he was in CFFC, where he was a champ and that. Won quite a few fights. I mean, he's got many wins by KO, 5 in total. And you know what? It looks good. I mean, he got round 1 KO in 15 seconds against someone on the Contender Series. So, what can I say? It looks a decent prospect, if you want to call him that, even though he's 30 years of age. But you know what I mean? He's fighting Bellato, who's had an interesting career. He's 12-3-1 in total now. Brazilian man, same age. He's got the rainbow on his topology record with the win, draw, no contest, then a loss in his last fight. I mean, he's such an interesting fighter. I mean, I watched him against that Pateria fight when he first joined the UFC. I was like, wow, what the hell is this guy? I mean, he got knocked down, knocked out, and then somehow still won the fight in that. And yeah, he had some promise to him, and then he's kind of had such an interesting career. And then I don't think I'll ever pick him again. I mean, he's just not that great, really. Losing to Sterling in his last fight, had that weird no contest against Paul Craig. I mean, also, how do you draw against Jimmy Crute? That's not very great. So I'm going to have to back the newcomer in Fernandez to get this job done. I mean, we've not seen him in the UFC yet, but he's coming off a Contender Series win. I'm going to have faith in it. I'm going to back Fernandez to win by KO. Next up, we have Gaston Bolaños versus Young Lee. Now, Bolaños is a Peruvian man, 8-5 record. He's currently 2-2 in the UFC. He's not done too well, but he's gone win-loss, win-loss. Got subbed by Quang Lee in his last fight, which isn't the best because Quang Lee's not that great, but did beat Romeus in that fight, and then got KO'd by Marcus McGee. So overall, he's neither here nor there in the UFC. He's a pretty average fighter. Got 6 wins by KO in his career. Has been subbed 3 times though. His opponent Lee is a Korean man, 11-3 record, 30 years of age. He did look pretty good. He was 2-0 in the UFC, and he also had some road to the UFC fights, but he has lost his last 2 fights in a row. Got KO'd by Hyder and Mill, and then lost the decision to Daniel Santos as well. But I still think he's a decent fighter. I mean, he beat Yizar by split decision, then Blake Builder as well. So overall, both these guys have had pretty much the same UFC career. Lost 2, won 2, but I think Lee will take this one. I mean, honestly, could go either way. Both of them aren't the greatest, but I think Lee should be the better fighter in this fight, and I'm going to back him to win by decision. Next up on the card, we have Rafael Tobias versus Dr. Nurgozhay. Now, or Nurgozhay, I don't know. But we have Tobias, a Brazilian man, 14-1 record, 22 years of age, so a very good young prospect here. Coming off a win on the Contender Series, got a submission in round number 1 in that fight, but he's got a lot of wins by submission, a lot of wins by KO. I mean, his only loss was a KO loss in the LFA, but since then, he's on a 6-fight winning streak at the minute. A lot of wins by finishing there as well. I mean, he looks pretty good, I've got to say. He's fighting Nurgozhay, who's a Kazakhstan man, 10-2 record, 28 years of age. Lost his last 2 fights, which are both his fights in the UFC. Did get a KO on the Contender Series, but since then, not done too well. Got caught in 2 submissions by Sati Baldiev and Ribeiro. So he's just not great on the ground. He gets subs quite easily, which is why I'm going to have to pick against him here. I mean, honestly, I do think he's got a good chance of winning this, you know. Especially if this fight doesn't go to the ground. He's a good striker, but I've got to back the guy who's just won on the Contender Series by submission. I mean, he's got a lot of wins by submission as well. There's Tobias, so I've got to back him here to win by submission. And now we move up the card again to Sumudaerji versus Jesus Aguilar. Now, Sumudaerji is the Chinese man, 18-7 record, 30 years of age. I mean, he's had 9 fights in the UFC. He's actually won more than he's lost. He's won 5, lost 4. Wasn't a 3-fight losing streak at one point, but he's losing like Charles Johnson, Tim Elliott, Matt Schnell, all names you know in like the rankings at flyweight. But he's on a 2-fight winning streak. Beat Mitch Raposo by split decision, then just beat Caio Borralho. So he's doing all right at the minute, on a decent little run he's got going. But his opponent, Aguilar, is a Mexican man, 12-3 record, 29 years of age. He's currently 4-2 in the UFC. One of his losses was to Tatsuo Taira, so doesn't really count really. I mean, because Taira's basically fighting for the title probably next, or Kavanagh. I don't know if they've made the fight yet. Who knows? But yeah, his other loss was to undefeated Estevam. So overall, he's got some good wins as well. Beat undefeated Stuart Nickel by submission. KO'd Shannon Ross, and then just beat Luis Garule in his last fight, won by decision. So overall, I think he looks pretty good. He's got some good wins on his in his career as well. So I'm going to back the Mexican man here. I mean, honestly, this has got split decision written all over it, this one. I can't see a finish, really. So I think it's definitely going the distance. But I'm going to back Aguilar to win this fight by decision. Next up on the card, we have Cody Durden versus Nurgozhay Tumendemberel. Wow, that's one hell of a name you got there, mate. He's a Mongolian man, Tumendemberel. I think that's how you say it, no idea. But he's 9-1 in the UFC, 27 years of age. I think I remember watching his first UFC fight, because I remember he's walking out to some like Genghis Khan music or something from like this Mongolian band. But it was kind of cool. He lost a split decision in his UFC fight against Carlos Fernandez, and then he fought on the road to the UFC after that, and then got a submission win. So overall, he does look decent. He's got 6 wins by submission, 2 wins by KO. Obviously, he hasn't really had a test other than his first fight in the UFC, which he lost. But he's fighting Cody Durden here, who's 17-9-1 American man, 34 years of age now. Not on a great run, not gonna lie. He's had 1 win in his last 6 fights. I mean, it's not good for him. He subbed Matt Schnell, but around that, he's being KO'd by Okocha, subbed by Nascimento and Ulanbekov. I mean, yeah, he's just been going through the wars a bit. He's overall he's 6 wins and 7 losses in total in the UFC. He's just been around a while. He's he probably can win this because he's had obviously the experience, whereas Tumendemberel is not had much in the UFC. But I reckon he's gonna win this fight here. Tumendemberel, or whatever you call it. I reckon he's gonna win this fight, and I reckon he's gonna win by submission. Now moving up the card to Alberto Montes versus Ricky Turcios. Now, I think Montes is another one of these guys coming off the Contend Series. Yes, he is. The Venezuelan man, 10-1, 31 years of age. This is the problem when I'm trying to pick these like Contender Series guys. They either goes one way, they're really good, or they get beat by some like UFC guys got more experience. He's been there a while, so you never know what's gonna happen. But Montes looks pretty good. I mean, he's on a 3-fight winning streak, including his win on the Contender Series. All wins by submission as well. I mean, he's got like 3 Anaconda choke wins in his career. I mean, he loves that submission. He's got 6 wins in total by submission in his career, so he looks pretty good. Kept KO'd once in 2021, but that's his only loss on his record. His opponent, Ricky Turcios, is at 12-5 record. American man, 32 years of age, on a 2-fight losing streak. Got subbed by Raul Rosas Jr. in that fight, and then lost a decision to Sapaj in his last one. So he's only got 2 wins, and in the UFC, and both of them were split decision wins. So overall, I don't think he's that great of a fighter. So I'm gonna have to back the Contender Series guy in Montes to win this fight. And I reckon Turcios did get subbed by Rosas Jr. So I'm gonna back Montes to get the win by submission as well. Now moving up the card, we go to Dante Johnson versus Cody Brundage. Now this should be a pretty easy pick, to be honest. We have Johnson, 7-0 undefeated man, American guy, 27 years old. Won on the Contender Series by a KO in round 1. Looked very good there. I think that was like a heavyweight, which is mental. And then he's moved down to middleweight somehow. Like, that's so weird. I think it was maybe must have been like short notice or something, because he's like for the Contender Series he's wanted to fight heavyweight. But yeah, got the round 1 KO. Then fought Dumas in his first UFC fight. Got the submission win there. I mean, a fixture everyone was picking him to win that fight. He probably was big favourite, but got the job done by submission. A lot of people would have picked him by KO because that was his first submission win of his career, but he isn't defeated or finishes well on his record, so he looks pretty good. His opponent is Cody Brundage, who's 11-8-1 record now, 31 years of age. He's 5-7 in the UFC with 1 draw and 1 no contest. He's just a very interesting fighter. I mean, his last actual win was like 20 last year, got a round 1 KO, but he's had a draw against Abdul Malik. He's had 2 losses in a row. Got KO'd by Cam Rouse in his last fight, subbed by Bo Nickel. I mean, overall, he's just not very good. Cody Brundage, I can't lie. And I think he's going to lose this fight. I mean, Deontay Johnson can win however he wants. I mean, he could KO him, could submit him. It does as he please. But I'm going to back Deontay Johnson to win by KO. Next up, we have the featured prelim of Cody Garbrandt versus Long Xiao. Now, Cody Garbrandt back again. We'd love to see it. 14-7 record for him now. American dude, 34 years of age. He's interesting records his last couple of years. I mean, got the win over Brian Kelleher back in 2023. Then fought once in 2024, lost to Davison Figueiredo in UFC 300, which that feels so long ago now. I mean, it literally was like 2 years ago. And then lost a decision to Raoni Barcelos in last year. So he's fighting like once a year at this point because he's back again for 2026. But he's been losing a couple, winning a couple. I mean, it's come to the end of his career now. He doesn't have many fights left that he can actually win probably in the UFC. But his opponent here is the Chinese man in Long Xiao, 27-10 record, 27 years of age. He's currently 1-2 in the UFC. His only win is against Quang Li. Around that, he lost a split decision to Li and just lost to Su Young Yu in his last fight in the UFC. So overall, I mean, he's not too bad. I mean, lost on the Contend Series back in 2021, but had a lot of wins and road to the UFC and stuff. So made his way to the UFC eventually. And overall, I mean, he's an alright fighter. I just don't think either of these guys have we'll see what happens in this fight. I mean, both of them not doing too great recently, both on a losing streak. So I'm going to back Cody Garbrandt here. I mean, I don't know what the odds are. Cody Garbrandt probably would be favourite because of his name. I'm not sure. But I think he's got a good chance of winning this one. I don't think Long Xiao is that good. Obviously, got the KO over Quang Li, but did take him to the 3rd round in that fight. So I'm backing Cody Garbrandt to win this fight, and I reckon he gets it done by decision. Next up, we move to the main card now. We have some Brazilians in Gregory Rodrigues versus Brunno Ferreira. Now, interesting fight here, gotta say. Rodrigues, Robocop, the Brazilian man, 18-6 record, 34 years of age. Actually, on a decent run. I mean, apart from his KO against Jared Cannonier in the 4th round, he's had 5 fights in a row apart from that fight. I mean, he's beat Christian Leroy Duncan, good win. Beat Jack Manson by KO. Beat Kopylov in his last fight. I mean, he's getting some good wins. Already beat Brunno Ferreira back in 2023. KO'd him in that fight as well. So, I mean, he's got some good wins to face. Only a couple losses in the UFC. He's 9-3 in total. And he's a very good fighter, I've got to say, for Rodrigues. Ferreira, on the other hand, is also a Brazilian man, 15-2 record. So, he's also pretty good. Only 2 losses in the UFC. One was to Abus Magomedov and the other to Rosie Boyev. But around that, he's I don't know why. Did I say Rodrigues beat Brunno Ferreira in his last fight? I don't know. I'm going a bit crazy. It's late at night, but yeah, obviously Ferreira beat Rodrigues in his first UFC fight, not the other way around. But he went on. He's got some good wins. Obviously, a lot of finishes for Ferreira. 9 wins by KO, 5 wins by submission on a 3-fight win streak as well. But I mean, he fought Jackson McVeigh, who's making his debut or something like that, and then Marvin Vittori, who is just a bit shit now, isn't he? So I feel like Rodrigues should win this fight. I feel like he's gonna get his revenge over that KO, but it could go either way. I reckon this one's going the distance, even though these both love a finish. I'm gonna back Rodrigues here. I feel like he's just the more skilled fighter on a decent run as well at the minute. So I'm gonna back Rodrigues to win by decision. And next up on the card, we have Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. Now, interesting matchup here. Drew Dober against a black guy. You know what happens here. But he's 28-15 record, 37 years of age now. So this is a battle of the unks, really. I mean, you forget how old Drew Dober is. I mean, he's been around for so long. He's 14-11 in the UFC. Was on a 3-fight losing streak for a bit in the UFC until his last fight against Prepluek, where it was an interesting fight. I think he was either winning or like drawing or something in that fight, and then got a point taken off him or two. He got like some points taken off in the last round, and then just came out and just absolutely destroyed him, which is it kind of like their points again took off and kicked his ass into gear to actually go and win the fight. But it was impressive. He got the KO win and got respected. Who actually went out and got the win. And obviously, we know how good Drew Dober is. We know how much power he's got. He's got so many wins by KO in his career, 12 in total. Obviously, has a few submission wins as well in his career. But in the UFC, he loves to get a KO. And I mean, I'm pretty sure all his wins in the UFC, nearly them all, are KOs. But he's fighting Michael Johnson here. And 24 and 19, American man, 39 years of age, so 2 years older than 37-year-old Drew Dober. He's getting on, but I mean, he's on a winning streak. He's on a 3-fight winning streak. His last loss was to Diego Ferreira in 2023, but since then, beat Darius Flowers by decision, knocked out Azaitar, and then beat Zellhuber. But I mean, that win's aged badly because Zellhuber is fucking wank. After that, like Bobby Green fight, I mean, I swear Zellhuber had some like hype behind him. Now that's all gone downhill. I wouldn't be surprised if he was cut after this, to be honest. But Johnson, he's decent, you know, on a good run at his age. But his time has come. His time has come here. Racially motivated Drew Dober is stepping in the octagon, and I reckon Drew Dober is going to get the KO. And now, next upon the card, we have Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. Now, interesting fight here. We have Rob Font, 22 and 9, American man, 38 years of age, so he's also getting on a bit. I mean, there's a few unks on this card, you've got to say, on the main card as well. But he lost his last fight to David Martinez, who just fought last weekend, beat Chito Vera. But before that, robbed Matsumoto, I think. I mean, he got the split decision win, but I think a lot of people were saying that was a robbery, I think, but who knows. He won that fight, beat Kyler Phillips as well, but has lost to like everyone at the top of the division, really. Lost to Vera, lost to Aldo, lost to Sandhagen, lost to Figueiredo. I mean, he's becoming a bit of a gatekeeper in the division at the minute. I mean, especially at his age, that's all he's got going for him, really. His opponent is Raul Rosas Jr., who is coming up the rankings. I mean, he only has one loss, obviously to Christian Rodriguez in the UFC, but since then, he's been on a 4-fight winning streak. Not really getting beaten anyone that impressive. KO'd Terrence Mitchell, subbed Ricky Turcios, beat Ricky and Morales by decision. So he's not been getting the finishes as of late. Just been taking them to decision, and I reckon that's what we're going to see in this fight as well. I mean, I don't think he's going to finish Rob Font here. That's not really happening, is it? He's only had one loss by submission in his entire career, and that was to Pedro Munoz. I don't think he's going to be doing that. So I think Raul Rosas Jr. is going to win this fight, but just by decision. And now we move up to the co-main event. Caio Borralho versus Reinier de Ridder. Now, this is a good fight. Two top middleweight contenders. Borralho, the Brazilian man, 17 and 2, record 33 years of age. Was obviously undefeated in the UFC until his last fight against Imavov. But Imavov was obviously going to win that. I don't even know what the odds were, but I definitely predicted Imavov to win because he's just definitely the better fighter. But obviously, Borralho is good at middleweight. Definitely up there in the top 5. I mean, he's had some good fights. KO'd Paul Craig, beat Cannonier and Abus. But yes, he's not really beat that many people that impressive. That's why I picked Imavov in that first fight they had. But he's fighting Reinier de Ridder here, and the Dutchman, 21 of 3, 35 years of age. I mean, obviously, had an interesting start to his UFC career, fighting GM3, went life and death with him. But after that, subbed Kevin Holland, KO'd Bo Nickel. I mean, the hype train was fully on. Just about beat Robert Whittaker as well. So he was fully on everyone was on the de Ridder hype train, and then Brendan Allen came crashing in and spoiled it for him, which is crazy. I don't know how. I think it was literally just he fought weight, like that was his I think 4th fight of the year for de Ridder. I mean, he's 35. I mean, he's fair play. He's gotta get moving, trying to get this title shot in the UFC because he ain't got many years left of fighting. So I respect for him trying to fight so many times. But I mean, yeah, he's trying to go 5 rounds against Brendan Allen after cutting so much weight and stuff. Yeah, definitely. It's probably the reason he lost there because he's miles better than Brendan Allen. Brendan Allen is so bad. Like, what are we doing here? But he got the win there against de Ridder, and yeah, I guess that after that fight, I can't pick him to beat Borralho here. I mean, obviously Borralho's a good fighter. Reinier de Ridder might surprise us and do something crazy, might knock him out. Who knows? But I'm backing Borralho. He's a safe pick here. I'm going to back him to win by decision. And finally, we have the main event: Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira 2. Now, for the BMF title as well. I mean, made a belt, but I like the fact it's like getting that, like, being used as an actual belt. You know, like getting past, well, like getting defended and stuff by Max and stuff. I mean, Ilya didn't get it, so I mean, I guess it's not on the line for every fight. But you know, fair play. It's a decent concept. I mean, obviously Max Holloway, he's been doing bits. Lost to Ilya Topuria, but so's Charles. Both been knocked out. I mean, who hasn't lost to Topuria at this point? All the best have. But he hasn't actually fought that often. Max, I mean, he is 34 now. He fought on 300. Obviously had that amazing KO against Gaethje. Got knocked out by Topuria, then beat Dustin Poirier in his last fight, 318. Got the decision win there. Pretty impressive. Charles Oliveira, on the other hand, the Brazilian man, he's 36 now. Definitely doesn't have long left. Got KO'd by Topuria last year, but bounced back with a win over Garbrandt. I knew he'd win that fight, but I wasn't expecting a submission. Pretty impressive, to be fair. Garbrandt is obviously not the best opponent, but he is a decent lightweight. So he also, before that, had the split decision loss to Sarukian, beat Chandler over 5 rounds. So it's a good fight, you know. It's like a very different fight to their first one. I mean, these guys are both getting on with their careers, probably don't have too long left. So I'm going to back Holloway in this one. I think he wins every day of the week. Like Charles, you know, you love him. We love both of these guys. It should be a fun fight. A lot of respect for both of them. But yeah, Holloway is just, yeah, I think he's just levels above. I mean, he's just a very good fighter. He's not going to get caught in submission by Oliveira and stuff like that. I think Max Holloway wins by decision. Might find a KO here. I don't know. You never know what's going to happen. But I think what I'm going to see here is Max Holloway win by decision. So there we have it. There are my picks for UFC 326 this weekend. Let me know down in the comments if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. And that's all for today's video. If you guys enjoyed, remember, leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and see you guys next time. Goodbye.